Kia ora e te whānau and welcome to Rotorua here at Puketawhero Park, and we are at finals day for the NZRL Rugby League Youth Tournaments for 2023, and we have a coolish day, I want to say, at Rotorua today. Got a strong westerly breeze blowing for the 16s grand final between the South Island Scorpions and the Waikato team. Interesting that we don't have an Auckland team in the final. Neither the Vulcans, the Stingrays, nor the Falcons qualified through to the final, and Waikato actually technically knocked out two of them, which was a fantastic effort from this Waikato team. But we'll see how they go up against the South Island team coming up a little bit later on in just a moment. Glenn Lamas, my name, Crystal Rota, the now retired Kiwi Ferns captain. Yes. Shall I say congratulations on your retirement, Crystal?
Oh, yeah, you can say congratulations. It feels like congratulations in order for that, because it's a huge relief, and it's been an honour to be in the black and white jersey. So yes, thank you very much, Glenn.
Good on you, Crystal. 15 games for New Zealand, 2 World Cups, of course. You've been an excellent captain for the Kiwi Ferns, so well done. But I don't think we've seen the end of your playing days just yet, have we? You've got to be popping up around the traps. Here's the South Island Scorpions team for this match in the finals day. They come into this game unbeaten, and a few players to keep your eye on. Delaney Te Kakeke Kakoi is a very fine prospect, the number 7. Keep your eye on him. And in the forwards, there's a few that the Warriors have linked up with already. PJ Palamo, number 11. Also in there, Bishop Neal, the exciting back rower. Got a good offload in him, and Lennox Tuiloma, just a hard-working number 13. You can keep your eye on him too. Another one that impressed me earlier on in the tournament, Isaiah Savia, who's coming off the interchange, or perhaps might even start at hooker in this game today. Coached by Manu Clarkson, who we saw coach the District 9's team at Easter as well. And here is the Waikato team. Now, a few players to keep your eye on here. We've got a brother of Tamaiti Martin playing in this game. He's Turama Paranihi, number 9. So we expect good things from him. Fine Fale is the co-captain of the District 9's team back at Easter. His brother, Micah, has just been named in the New Zealand Secondary Schools Rugby Union team, and a couple of other players to keep your eye on that the Warriors have already got into their system. Ramona Fitiora, looking forward to seeing him play. There is a lot of excitement about his prospects, and also the number 8, Timo Aotearoa Antonio, is a player to keep your eye on as well. They're coached by Jaden Paiko, and he's done a great job having come through. They have lost one game. They did lose to the Vulcans by 16 points to 14 in pool play, but they have beaten Counties Manukau 30-12, Akarana 22-14 in the semi-final. They also beat the Northern Swords 22 points to 4, and the South Islanders are touched on unbeaten, having comfortable wins over Coastline, Mid-Central, Bay of Plenty, and then they smashed Auckland in the semis 24 points to 0. So a couple of good sides, but first of all, let's get your thoughts, Crystal, on no Auckland team in the 16s final. That is surprising.
I find it very surprising, Glenn, because I know that the Auckland competition is very strong, in the 16s grade. So I find that very interesting, and I know there's a lot of some of the young talent in the Warriors, development and academies that are from Auckland. So I think having 3 Auckland sides as well kind of dilutes that talent a little bit, and that doesn't make for a strong team, but it's very interesting.
It is interesting, and Waikato in particular really set the 16s alight with that big win over Counties Manukau Stingrays in their first game, 30 points to 12, gave them a touch-up. But whether they can go on with it here against the South Island team is going to be another question. So this is going to be a fascinating contest. South Island, well done to the South Island Scorpions. They've not only qualified for the final here, but the 18s as well. They have a great side in the 18s. So a big chance for South Island Rugby League to do the double today. We'll see if that materialises. But their opponents today, Waikato and Counties Manukau in the 18s, are going to have something to say about that. South Island team just going through their final preparations. Haka from both of these teams.
Turn our attention now to the under-16 boys final as Waikato prepare for the Haka.
Well, it sets the scene, doesn't it, for terrific contest. Crystal, you got hair standing up on the back of your neck after that?
Yes, I do. I love seeing the passion that these young boys show on these Hakas. It's, you know, it's a good warm-up too, Glenn. I tell you, when we do the Haka before a game, it gets the lungs, the air through the lungs, and gets the blood pumping, so it's always good prep for a game.
Yeah, absolutely outstanding. So we're not too far away from a start in the 16s final for 2023. Last year, Counties Manukau cleaned up in the boys' competitions, but not this year. They might only win one title in the 18s a little later, but we're going to have a new champion in the 16s, which is pretty amazing to see how these lads will handle the occasion here. Their opportunity to be a national champion. Joseph Green's going to have the whistle for the referee, or the for the final, the referee. There are the two captains. Looks like they're both the number 9s in this game. We will see how this game unfolds in just a moment. So if you're just tuning in for this game, we've got the 25-minute halves in this game, and then at the end of this match we'll have two teams announced. It's basically an Auckland 16s rep team against the rest of the country. That will be played in Labour weekend. Looking forward to that one as we get this game underway with Crib. Now there is a strong breeze blowing. Oh, has he kicked it out on the full? He has. He's just missed the dead ball line by the barest of margins. So the South Island, what a start for them. They'll come back to the halfway line. That breeze is strong, but it's kind of blowing from the west, which is diagonally on the top right of your screen right there, down to the bottom left. So Crib got a lot of heat on that kick.
That was a huge kick.
So here's Savia to get things underway for the South Island lineup as we see Sula come forward here. A lot of these boys out of St Thomas of Canterbury, they won the National Secondary Schools Championships just a few weeks ago. Lennox Tuiloma is one of those, and he's got the ball right now, and the Warriors have snapped him up. Savia at dummy half, and back on the inside comes Palamo. Ruck speed is excellent so far for the South Island. Tuiloma handles again for them. And now it comes to Te Pakeke Kakoi and Felice back on the 10-metre line. So the South Island making excellent metres coming forward here. Early pressure on this Waikato team as Tuiloma puts his head down, but he's held up in good tackling by Waikato's number 13, that's Whitiora. Savia. Here's Te Pakeke Kakoi again. Delicate little chip through, but Waikato have hung on here. And Tahu Apiata has dropped the ball, and the South Island have it. And Bishop Neal, he's a strong lad, look out. Very close to scoring, now he's lost it. Now, referee Green, I think, is going to go back to the first knock-on by Waikato there. So the South Island are going to have a full set here with only 10 metres out from the line.
There's a good opening step from Southland. Spreading the ball back to both edges. He's holding some good shape. Looking very promising in that good ball area, Southland is.
Yeah, they're using their big ball runners effectively in the forwards. The Waikato are going to be defensively tested big time in this game. A little untidy at the scrum there. In the end, the referee Green says he can put it in again. Now Tuiloma comes off the back of the scrum. Good tackle by Fale for Waikato. Here comes Siolo. He's just 5 metres out. Savia waits at dummy half again. Going to plug the short side. And Lamaile is just a little short of the line. Now Tuiloma. Well, that's been touched by that Waikato player, so that'll restart the tackle count. And here comes Maika Sula again. So no ball at all in these first few minutes for Waikato. Tuiloma once more. Offloads, but has that gone forward? It has. And Jackson was there for the South Island, but the defence held up for Waikato.
Yeah, it's good defence by Waikato. That idea was right thing there to do, the offload there, but unfortunately the ball travelled forward. Well, that definitely would have been a try there.
Well, well done to Waikato. They were under severe pressure there on their line, but they passed the first test.
Yeah, they had good defence because, you know, they're running some good lines. The South Island team dropping their second rowers and their centres back under, but the defence is obviously sliding there with Waikato and covering space really well.
But Waikato will not. Oh, gee, the South Island have got the ball back. There's a little knock on there. At the back of the scrum, so Waikato couldn't clear it. And the South Island, props to them, Crystal. They powered up at the scrum.
I think that wasn't expected off the back of the scrum. You just went to pick the ball up, and South Island started pushing and pushed the Waikato players back into him while he's trying to get the ball off the back of the scrum there.
So what a chance here for the South Island again. Waikato going to be under pressure. So they try and do the same to the South Island. Tuiloma. Oh, he's hit hard right there by File. But at the end of the day, he's okay. Tuiloma. Oh, he's actually a bit slow to get up. No, he's okay. Savia. Te Pakeke Kakoi again. Back on the inside comes Neal. Bishop Neal apparently is a massive prospect in rugby league. Here comes Te Pakeke Kakoi once again. Now Jackson's going to set it up on the 10. Good tackling by Waikato. Savia in at dummy half again. A little play on the right-hand side. Palamo. And in to score the try is Robeck. So a good start for the South Island, and all that attacking pressure finally pays off. They lead by 4 points to 0.
It's really clever play there by the South Island side. Robeck did well to hold width on his right edge there. Good play out here. Good ball here. Nice getting across the park there. Did that all himself, Robeck, by just holding his width. Didn't creep in at all. Ran a good line. Get South Island on the board first. Good
work from Palamo inside. Throw the final pass out to Robeck, who goes over to score his second try of the tournament. Got one against Bay of Plenty in their third pool game. So Robeck gets over, and now here's Kairos Booth from Otago. There's a few Otago players in there today. Katoa Turner, Te Ava Akatu Nicholas, Torino Jackson's from Otago as well. And we've got a Southlander and a West Coaster in the 18 named for this game as well today. It's a good spread of provinces represented in the South Island side. But the majority of the players are from Canterbury. So Booth has nailed that one. Beautiful kick from the sideline. So 6 points to 0. South Island off and running. And this, remember, if we think back right to the start of the game, Crystal, came from that kickoff. Yes. And it's taken 7 minutes for them to score points. But if Waikato had only got their kickoff right.
Yes, that was a very deep kick out on a full. Don't often see that. Waikato did well to hold their own at the beginning, though. They've been on defence majority of that 7 minutes. So
we're going for a shorter kickoff this time. Oh, there's a drop ball, and Waikato have picked it up, and they're off. Good work from Walker there. Sniped out a dummy half, so well done to Waikato. Short kickoff pays off. And now a chance for them to hit it up. Te Aho is the first player up and drives into the South Island defence, but he's driven back in some good tackling by Jackson. Good already. Waikato are just 10 metres out. Here comes Aotearoa. He's in the Warrior system. He's only just short. Paranihi at dummy half. Out it comes to Maipi. And now Owen. In from fullback comes Cribb. So good defence from the South Island. And now here's Whitiora looking to set it up. He's a hard-working back rower, we are told. Huge prospect in rugby league. Paranihi again. Out it comes to Maipi. Good short ball, but Fale is taken just 5 metres short. Just hobbling a little bit there, maybe Fale. And there goes the kick from Maipi. And it's kept alive just by the South Island, and away comes Horaki Carl. No, hang on. Hold the phone. Referee Joseph Green says there's a little knock on there. Well, it must have just been the slightest of knock-ons, and Horaki Carl was away. But the South Island Scorpions defence was solid there, Crystal.
Yeah, that was really a good defence by South Island, especially on that line. Goal line defence.
Well, what an opportunity here for Waikato. Te Kororangi Cowan feeds the scrum. And off the back comes Cribb. Cribb is just going to try and drive over. Solid fullback. Might be again hanging around the ruck. And here comes a charge at the line from Aotearoa once again. Trying to bash his way over. Might be again. Oh, floating pass was risky. Cutting back on the angle with Tahu Apiata, but he's going to be taken just a couple of metres short. In fact, it was Havia. There's a dive from dummy half, but Paranihi's going to be held up. Not even close to getting that one down. It's tackle 4, so 2 left in the set. South Island defending their line really well here. Remember, they didn't concede any points in their semi-final win over the Vulcans. Won that one 24-0. Fast play the ball. Might have the South Island stretched a little bit. Cowan with the kick. Bounce is critical here. And unfortunately, it's gone touch and goal as Tahu Apiata couldn't catch up with it.
Some good pressure there by the South Island team. Good defence on their goal line. Making the right decisions.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the South Island shutting out Auckland. In fact, they've only conceded 20 points in their 4 games to South Island that they've played, which is very good defence.
Yeah, that's very impressive. And a lot of teams pride themselves on having good defence, and I'm sure this team will definitely be doing that.
Here's a penalty going against Waikato. Timo Aotearoa was the player penalised. And now he's kicking right with that wind right behind him there, so you can see the extra distance being nailed from that kick. Well, so far so good for the South Island. They've done everything right in this game. They've been composed on attack on the goal line from Waikato, and they've defended really well. So they've not put a foot wrong. No errors in the game from them so far. There's Tuiloma. He's on the 30. Savia. And now here's Jackson. Little bobble there. Thought it might have just bounced free a little bit from Torino Jackson. Goes to King's High School in Dunedin, that lad. To Pakeke Kakoi. Now here's Bishop Hill again. He's got that ability to bust tackles. And look out, he's got an offload in him too. Here's Savia. Here's Tuiloma. Nice play back on the inside to Sula. So Savia hot on attack again to Pakeke Kakoi. Good pass. Here's a chance for the South Island. Oh yes, looks good for Luciano Felice. And the South Island score their second try. Beautifully executed. It's 10 points to 0.
Some good skills by the South Island side there. Loving the work of Harvey out of dummy half. He's just controlling the game really, really well. Good ball skills here, and a beautiful line there that was run by Felice to score that try.
Yeah, it really was. To Pakeke Kakoi, he has the ball on his string. Watched him in an earlier game in the tournament, and he was very, very good. Very clever little halfback. Yeah, so there's Felice going over to score the try. That's his 4th of the tournament. Scored in all the previous 3 games. Just missed against Coastline in their first game. So execution is pretty solid from the South Island so far.
Yeah, you can see Te Pakeke Kakoi there on that left edge, just taking control, making the right options when he's got the ball in hand. That was a good ball and a good hold that he put Felice in there to score that try.
The other thing I noticed too about the South Island 16s and their 18s team as well, they have good depth. They've got some very good players coming off the bench as well. Maybe a bit stronger in that aspect to other teams in this competition. So we're having a look now at Kairos Booth. Wynn's going to take that one away. So score remains 10 points to 0. Booth's kicked well though in this tournament. He's had 15 goals now. A very solid all-round team.
Yeah, it always makes a massive difference when you've got, you know, impact players coming off your bench to sort of lift the energy when they come on, especially if your team's starting to tire. So that's definitely very helpful for the South Island team to have a strong bench.
So Waikato try again. It's funny, in a rugby league, they're not playing badly. They've just a couple of errors here and there. And the South Island have executed off them. 25-minute halves, remember, in this grand final in the 16s. Hope you're enjoying the coverage, folks. We've got just under 12 to play until the break. Don't forget we have that 18s final coming up a little later between Counties Manukau and the South Island. One of those South Island players, I think it might be Palamo over there, just struggling a little bit with that, with a slight injury perhaps. Fitiora in the make the tackle. That's a great charge up the field though. Very good run by that player for the South Island. Here's Neil again. Last play now for the Scorpions. The Pakeke Kakoi. Getting a bit deep there on that winger for Waikato. And again, Tahu Apiata starting this one just 10 metres out. Great kick return set there by the Scorpions again.
Yeah, Te Pakeke Kakoi is just that kick that he's got down there. He's got all sorts of skills as well. Good kicking option. But now Waikato in possession. Let's see what they can do with the ball in hand.
Savia with the tackle on Havia. No space there for Paranihi. They're going to kick early in the count here, Waikato. Trying to put pressure with a kick on South Island's Kairos Booth as he returns the football. Good chase coming there from Waikato's Fine Fale, who's wearing 4. And here comes the South Island again. That's a good shot. That's the best in the game so far on Robeck. So the South Island continue to go forward. Hauraki Carla's sniffing around the ruck, but it's Jackson who plays it. Short ball to Tuiloma. Good run from Tuiloma. He's got that Tohu Harris kind of short passing game off, and running goes Savia. But again, the South Island looking very accomplished and composed with the ball. There goes the kick from Lamali. That's caught just in the field of play, and look at that. A perfect kick from Rico Lamali. And Waikato forced to take it dead.
Yes, what a beautiful set there from the South Island team.
Gee, they're well drilled, aren't they?
Oh, they are. The momentum that they're managing to sort of build, and the pressure that they're putting on Waikato as well by obviously incidents like this is, yeah, they're just very well drilled.
Yeah, they're well coached, aren't they? You can see it in them. And Waikato have really only had one opportunity in the game so far. So here come the South Island again. Siolo it is. He's the one and only Southlander in the South Island team. It's good to see Southland represented. Savia at dummy half again. And now here comes Chaplin, another Cantabrian. He'll give it everything in this stint on the field. As we see Tapakaki Kakoi, same play as we saw before. Felice. This time is taken by the Waikato defence. Here's Tuiloma again. Kick early in the count. Fale goes back. And it looks like Fale just forced it. Whew. Close call for Waikato there.
Very close call, but also smart play from the South Island side. Yet again, they get another goal line dropout.
Well, it's good eyes up footy, isn't it?
Very.
From Lennox Tuiloma there, you know, they went deep in the count there, Crystal, but he saw the opportunity. Going for it.
Yeah, he saw no one was home, right in the middle of the field there. Took that opportunity.
Good decisive decision making from him. Charging into the line is Taiala. He's from Otago, but he's an ex-Aucklander. As we see Savia at dummy half continue. Tuiloma again. You can see how busy he is, but he's been thrown a forward pass by Savia. So there's the first error by the South Island in the game. But to play 18 minutes of error-free football is pretty decent for kids of this age.
Oh, it's very impressive. Very skillful. And like you said, well drilled. Some very good coaching from their coach.
Taiala, number 18 in the South Island from Dunedin, actually a former Otara player. But been in Dunedin for 4 years now. They moved south. Now, let's see what a Waikato do. They've had no really field territory at all in the game. Oh, you can see why the Warriors like Timo Hutiaro, number 8. Short play, that's a good pass. Appeals for a forward pass, go unanswered. Havia. Oh, what a pass in field. And here's a brilliant try. It's Walker going over to score it. Well, that has come from nothing. And Waikato, what an amazing try.
Beautiful skills. That offload was absolutely supreme. But he's also got some pace here, Walker. And great support by Walker also to follow up on that. Now Waikato on the board.
Well, he still had a bit of work to do, but he rounded the fullback superbly there. Mairangi Atia Walker. Sensational try by Waikato. How good was that down the left edge? Well, it was a high-risk play because there was not a lot of room there, and there were plenty of defenders over there.
Oh, there's minimal space on that left edge, so they did well to get on the outside. Great try by Walker. This might be the sniff that Waikato needed. Bring themselves back into the game.
Well, they're all walking back saying, hey, what's the big deal? We've been scoring tries like that all the time. So here's Waikato's conversion attempt coming up. Kicking's going to be important in this game. And unfortunately, it's waved away, so the margin remains 6 points, 10 points to 4. But Waikato are on the board. And remember, they're going to be playing with the wind in the second half. It's an inconsistent breeze, but it is expecting to strengthen through the day. Could be quite breezy for the 18s final a little bit later on today.
It does sort of change your game plan when there's strong winds like this. You have to be careful with some of those passes, especially with them the ball travelling forward, so just getting a little bit tighter sometimes or a little bit deeper if need be.
So Booth restarts play for the Scorpions. And who's Aotearoa running it forward again, but are well aware of his threat. 3 players in there to make the tackle on him. A lot of these Waikato players played at the District 9s earlier on in the year and have been playing in the Sean Johnson Shield for a couple of seasons. In that tournament earlier on in the year. Kick early in the count again, and you can see Booth. Oh, it's a knock on. Oh, that was a tight call, wasn't it?
Yes.
Well, this tactic of Waikato's is interesting. They're kicking early in the count. That's not the first time we've seen that, Crystal.
Yeah, that's the second time they've kicked early in the count, and that's probably the kind of result that they're after, getting this easy march up the field by an error from South Island side. Now they get a scrum nice and close to their try line.
Yeah, full set inside the 20. This is going to be interesting. Try scorer Walker is off the back here for Waikato. He's got gas off the mark. Here comes Maipi. Whitiora. And look at the keenness in the Waikato team now. See the marshalling going on in the background here, trying to get their plays sorted. And now here comes Farley with just a straight hit up. And I cook something up here. Waikato team. Paranihi. To Maipi, now Cowan again. Back on the inside, they're just going to use Aotearoa to barge it through the middle. Not a bad tactic. Midway through the set. Paranihi, and now Whitiora. I reckon he scored it, he has.
He has, what a beautiful try.
Solid score there from Romana Whitiora, and has the tide changed here. Yeah, Waikato with all the momentum right now.
It looks like it. That was nice of Paranihi just getting out there from dummy half. Cup just pops out, brings the marker across, flicks the ball off to Whitiora. Get Waikato another try. Beautiful set play leading into that too from Waikato.
Yeah, really solid rugby league again. So Whitiora, first try of the tournament for him. Told he has a big engine, gets through a lot of work. And he's on the Warriors pathway system for the Harold Matthews Cup next year, which we've talked about before, with 2 new Warriors teams coming next year at underage level. The Harold Matthews, that's under 17, which is a lot of these guys here are actually eligible for. Well, all of them are. And then we have the SG Ball team continuing next year, and we also have the introduction of that Jersey flag team, which is under 21s. So there's the kick going over from Cowan. So it's 10 all, with just under 2 to play until half-time. Been an excellent game so far. Got to give Waikato props for showing the composure to come back into this game. They looked down. Well, I wouldn't say dead and buried after the first 10 or 15 minutes, Crystal, but they were being dominated.
Yeah, well, it's clear that their little tactic with kicking early is something that they've been practicing, and off the back of those early kicks, you know, you can see the kick chase is just as good, and the Waikato team are following through with that. So it's obviously a tactic that they've got, and it's worked for them in that. They got the result they wanted off that second one they've just done there.
I hope you're enjoying the game, folks, as we see Crib restart play for the South Island. We're going to get more drama in this last minute of the first half, as we see Waikato coming forward here. So out there is Bradley. He's from Matamata. He's out there now for the Waikato team, and we see Aotearoa once more. Looks like he's going to play a full half of football. And again, they're kicking early in the count. Now, he was inside the 40 there. I reckon he might have been, but he hasn't got the angle on it for a 40-20. So back goes Booth again, and this time he takes it cleanly. But Waikato have got a tactic here. They reckon they can force an error here from their defence.
Yeah, they might be trying to keep South Island down this end of the field.
Robeck with a good strong carry, and now Siolo. Savia rather at dummy half continues. Now Hauraki Carl. Hornby Panthers player. Now, here comes Taiala again. That's a good, strong carry by Dayton Taiala. Love that one. And that will be the end of the first half with the siren, the hooter sounding. So we are set up for a cracking second 25 minutes in the 16s final. 2 tries each. Robeck, Felice for the South Island. Then back came Waikato after trailing 10-0 with tries to Walker and Whitiora. It's 10-0 here at Rotorua.
Kia ora. Let's get you ready to go out there and have an epic rugby league game. But first things first, let's have a A simple warm-up is a game changer. Not only will it improve your performance, but it will reduce the chances of you getting an injury. And if you want to skip the sore muscles, don't skip the cool down. Now, tackling is a big part of the game, so don't cheat on the technique. A good tackle technique will help keep everyone safe. Collisions happen all the time, so it's important to know how to spot a concussion and what to do if it happens to you or a teammate. Sweet as, have a then go get into it.
At Pertec, we understand that our customer needs their plant and equipment up, running and available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Using only world-class product from the likes of Bridgestone and Yokohama, there is no compromise for your valuable machines. Our attention to detail and precision is second to none. It's this customer experience that separates Pertec from the pack. Pertec will keep you operating.
Welcome back here to Puketawhero Park here in Rotorua for second half of the 16s final between the South Island Waikato 2023 NZRL Youth Tournament. Beautifully boys clash. Who's going to prevail here? Let's remind you too, if we're locked up at full time, we're going to have golden point as well. When we get there, we will see. Hard work is going to get the team the win here, or one of these two teams the win. I get the feeling there's not going to be much in this game.
No,
down the stretch, Crystal.
Extremely close game. Love going into a tie at half time.
So second half, 25 minutes each way. And we got a grandstand finish coming up, hopefully between Waikato and the South Island. You can see why these two teams have made the final and knocked out those three Auckland teams. These two are very well coached and well drilled, and they're doing all the basics of rugby league very well, which is a great credit to them, given most of them are just 15 or 16. Oh,
great credit to the coaches who have been working alongside these young lads, both showing some amazing talent.
Well, in the past, of course, we've seen, rugby union players giving it a crack here, and they don't have the basics, fundamentals of rugby league under their belts, do they? But these players all do, which is fantastic for the sport going forward. Now that kick from Cowan. Oh, it's dropped by Booth again, but it's gone backwards. Has the referee ruled? No, it hasn't. Second time we've seen Booth make a little fumble at the back there.
Yeah, Waikato have been benefiting from their kicks, causing errors there from the South Island team, getting them some easy yardage down into good boy area.
Well, what a chance here for Waikato. Full set inside the 30. Let's see what they can do. And here goes Walker again, who got that brilliant try in the first half. And straight away he's got 10 metres for his team there, and they're hot on attack. Aotearoa, what a work rate he's got for a front row. He's played the whole game, and he's run hard and straight the whole time. Here's Waikato straight on the line. There's Maipi. Great cutout pass, but the defence is good from the South Island. Oh, looks like one of the South Island players might have just taken a head knock there. I think Robeck. This play's just paused for the moment. Now play restarts. Here's Fale. So South Island hard on their own line again. Paranihi. Still back in the field of play. Last play now for the Waikato side. Might be. Here's Cowan. Grubber. Kick is pretty effective. Well fielded there by the South Island, and that's a good little stop there from Chaplin. Good hands from the replacement front rower. Well defended in the end.
Yeah, it was well defended when you got the likes of Aotearoa setting up and setting the platform there for Waikato. South Island hung in there and had some good defensive on their goal line.
Well, they hung on there as Savia feeds Tuiloma. Savia again. And here come the South Island. This is Robeck. He's on the wing. Big body, isn't he? For a 15-year-old. That's a good set from the South Island. They got to their halfway line. And that kick is going to challenge as well. Oh, did that touch that Waikato player? It's going to be interesting in the end. The way he ran back, Javier suggested it might have been. But he's got it. Nisimani Javier. And here comes Cripp with this carry. Maipi with the pass. Again, Waikato coming forward nicely. These two wingers, I like the look of them. Tahu, Apiata, and Javier. Big rangy lads, both of them. Good defence coming in from Chaplin and Javier for the South Island. Here's Paranahi again, and now Cowan with that kick. Oh, Haraki Carl left it there for Booth. And Booth busts through here. Kairos Booth. Oh, he's still going. Great run here. The Pakaki Kakoi has it now. Oh, that's dangerous right there. Walker might be in trouble. That's going to be a penalty. Yeah, dangerous tackle. Just got the body weight wrong.
Yes. Not the biggest of lads, but he's so skillful.
Well, the penalty's in front. Doesn't look like there's any thought of the South Island taking the 2 points, though, Crystal.
No, they're back. Looks like they're backing themselves to take the tap, which they are.
Tuiloma. Good leg drive by Lennox Tuiloma. Here's Savia. Nice pass. All the hands there from Ciolo was good. And Robeck's over for a second. I wondered initially whether Ciolo might have just looked to pass it a bit earlier, but in the end, delaying that pass ended up being spot on.
Beautiful ball out of dummy half there by Savia. Those beautiful cutout passes have really been working for the South Island team. Just doing a nice face ball. And then it just needed a little tip on there to get it out to Robeck to get him for a double.
Well, great work from Siolo. Love the pass here from Lamali as well. Just ran onto it really well there, and Siolo. That offload just falling Javier. And in the end, it's Robeck going in for his second in this final.
It's been working on both edges for the South Island team. They scored a try like that on that left edge with Felicia as well. Just doing a nice, just running nice lines. Siolo and Felicia running nice lines and then being able to just feed it onto Robeck there on the edge to score that beautiful try.
So here's an important kick here for Kairos Booth. 1 from 2 in the game so far. Oh yes, he's nailed that one. What a terrific kick there from Booth. Well, how important are those 2 points going to be? Of course, Robeck scored in the corner on the other side of the field in the first half, so he's nailed 2 from the sideline in the game. Kairos Booth.
Yeah, they're crucial when it comes into grand finals time. Every point counts. Those two points could be the difference at the end of the game.
Oh, 100% they could be. Well, 3 tries to 2 now. Still plenty of time left, 18 minutes. So here come the South Island back again. Palamo with that first carry. Poor pass from Savia, doesn't hit the mark this time. Tuiloma. Oh, he couldn't quite get the hands free there to unleash Chaplin. Just a little slow to get to his feet there. Lennox Tuiloma. Savia continues in the dummy half roll. Now that kick inside the 40. Cribb just slightly out of position there, not anticipating the kick early in the count like that. And Cribb, good chase by the South Island's players as well. That goes Bradley at dummy half. And now Harvey is going nowhere. Savia, and also a good chase coming in from the South Island's number 4 there too.
17 minutes remaining on the 16 boys final.
That's Felice. Waikato continue to take these tough carries. Always tough bringing the ball out of your own 20-metre line, as we saw Whitiora unleashed there to Maipi. Back it goes to Robeck, who's got those 2 tries in the game now. Oh, great chase by Walker. Wairangi Atia Walker, he's having a really good game. Not much to him. Doesn't have the bulk, perhaps, of a couple of these other players in the game, Crystal, but tell you what, he gives it everything.
Oh, plays with heart. A lot of these lads that are a lot smaller just play all with heart.
Yes, indeed. A lot of the Waikato players look a bit smaller than their opponents, but they're in there, having a crack. Here's Tuiloma, he's recovered from that knock. How busy has he been in the game? Oh, some dummy runners there. Lamale looking to cook up some magic. And in the end, he's handled okay by Bradley. And Fale. Now to Pakaki Kakoi. Nice hands from Cribb, rather. Like that play. But again, Waikato just having to do the hard yards here. They can't get field position at the moment.
Yeah, they're struggling, but I do like how their back 5 are, coming in looking for work, getting involved. They're not, like you said earlier, they're not the biggest, but they're just getting in there and giving it a go.
Well, Javier is going back there, and Waikato get the penalty. That's an interesting call. Well, we can only assume, amongst all the crowd noise here, that referee Joseph Green had called held, but the South Island players all went on with it, refusing to release him.
Might be the wind, might be a bit hard for them to hear it. It can hear how howling the wind is out there.
I tell you what, this is what Waikato needed though, Crystal. They needed an error, they needed a penalty.
Yeah, they have been a bit under the pump, Waikato.
I've seen them execute. Not all the time when they get down inside the 20. But they've shown enough to warrant a threat as Fine Fale with the first carry. Paranihi. There's a little dart. Remember, he is the brother, one of the younger brothers of Tamaire Martin. So he's comes from good rugby league stock. Here's Whitiora. Now Aotearoa. Here he is again. He's been well contained by the South Island team, but there's a penalty. So back-to-back sets here for Waikato Crystal.
Yeah, Aotearoa's been outstanding this game. He really has been setting the platform for his side and getting that go forward that they need.
Well, now, can they set it here? Kupita out there now for Waikato. He gets stuck into it, the 16 off the interchange. Now, here comes Paranihi again. Aotearoa, what a work rate he's got on. What an engine. Paranihi. That's the goal line right there. Can Waikato strike back? There's Maipi having a crack. Not going to get through to Maipi. Well, in the end, Paranihi is just going to take the tackle. Good solid tackling again coming in from the South Island side. Whitiora. Here's Cowan again. Cowan looking to create a 2-on-1, maybe a 3-on-2, but South Island have got it covered. There's Paranihi. So close. Well, interesting kick there over the top. I wonder whether the grubber might have been more effective, but in the end, Crystal, it's got the required result. It's a line drop out.
They've got the required result. Don't usually see a little grubber like that when it's going over the line, because had South Island gathered that, it would have been a 20-metre tap. So interesting choice of kick, but the result they want, Waikato.
Well, 13 minutes to play. What a great line drop out there from the South Island. All the way back to the 40 goes Kaya Cribb. Good chase by Robeck. Close to a dangerous tackle, but referee's going to allow play to continue as Fale comes forward again, and Fine Fale winds up. His brother, younger brother of Micah, who's in that secondary schools rugby union team. Another penalty. So penalties coming thick and fast for Waikato here.
A little bit of discipline issues here for the South Island side.
Well, they are going to kick for touch. I wonder whether they just might take the tap here. But they want to build from the left. See if they can set it up for a set play. And here comes Kupita. In fact, this is Te Aho who's back out there now. So that's the 10-metre line. Waikato back out there, hot on attack again is Aotearoa with that late foot work at the line. Big moment in the game here for the South Island. Let's see Kupita. Kupita. He's held up. He's okay. The South Island have driven him back. Slow play the ball. Kupita now trying to milk a penalty there, perhaps, as we see might be. Here's Walker on the backdoor play. Javier. Oh, is he held up? He's held up. Well, what a great play there from the South Island centre, Ciolo. I reckon Javier looked pretty good there once he galloped away from dummy half.
Yeah, from our angle, it definitely looked like Javier was in. But the ref was right there.
Oh, close call, wasn't it? As we see Waikato now through Cowan. Kupita. Good hands out on that other edge this time by the other winger for Waikato, Tahu Apiata. Oh, they've got to take care of the ball here. Works out okay. There goes the kick from Whitiora. Oh, what a weighted kick that is. Beautiful kick. And Robeck is caught again in the in goal. Well, Crystal, that was a close call for Waikato there. It looked like it might unravel a little bit.
Yes, that was a beautiful kick option. there, and definitely the result that they'd want here, putting the South Island side under quite a bit of pressure here on defence, but South Island are, you know, shuffling on their defence, doing well on defence, so it'll be interesting to see here what Waikato can produce on this set of the dropout.
South Island's goal line defence has been outstanding in the last few minutes. Remember, they held up Javier over the line. And here they come again. Tiaho. Tamati Tiaho. Pace of the game is excellent, isn't it? Tiaro. He just doesn't stop, does he? Lost count of how many carries he's had in the game. Might be. Back on the inside comes Walker again. Got that try in the first half. Walker still driving, almost scoring. So again, the South Island being asked to defend again on their own goal line. Whitiora into dummy half. Oh, Crip. He's short again. Last play now for Waikato. Here's the kick from Maipi. Oh, yes!
Look at that.
How good was that from Javier? Is it a try, though?
I think the ref...
Oh, he's penalised him for being in front of the kicker there, Joseph Green. Wow, that was sensational if it had been scored, but there's the ruling from referee Green. He's ruled Javier was just in front. Oh, he got it down to, gee whiz.
Acrobatic finish, that one.
Oh, this might angle, not sure if this angle's going to show it. Well, we can't see out wide, but anyway, that's the ruling, and referee Green and the touchy were right there. So, South Island survive again. That's twice Waikato have been over the line in the second half, Crystal, for no points.
Yeah, that's very solid defence from the South Island side. Good communication too from the South Island side on their defensive line.
So Neil now right over the halfway line goes Bishop Neil. And new player out there, here's Tayala again. Big lad, isn't he? The number 18. He's now the tallest player on the field. Now what can the South Island do? Remember, if they score again, it's probably, I want to say probably game over. You'd have to think. Here's the Pakaki Kakoi. Back to the other side. So back go Waikato again. That's a good set from the South Island. They've gone 80 metres there, Crystal.
Yes, good. Look at the defence of South Island side though. Can see the desperation and the want that they're wanting in their defensive line and their wrestle.
Good run from Crib. Oh dear, that's been dropped. Tahu Apiata, play on. South Island have got it. Jackson has it for the Scorpions, and Savia back into dummy half. Tuiloma. So now Waikato back on defence. Look at the wrestle there, the determination from Lennox Tuiloma to go forward. The Maile back on the inside comes Palamo once more. One of them might want to go for a field goal here soon. Get them 7 points clear. Savia back to Tapakaki Kakoi. Here's Bishop Neil. They've wrapped him up. He's had a quiet final. He's a damaging ball runner. See how tough he is to bring down to the deck. Now Booth up from fullback. Good run from Kairos Booth. Jackson down to the goal line. Pressure here from the South Island right on Waikato. Back it comes to Pakakapi Kakoi. Looking for Robeck on this right edge again. Soliolo has got it. Siolo's over for the try. And that might just be enough for the South Island to claim victory.
Yeah, after that back-to-back defence. Another beautiful face ball there. Bit of a decoy there. And Siolo's in to score himself a try.
Well done. That's the fourth try for the South Island. And, well, they've come off there. Some severe pressure at the other end of the field to score through the big centre, Siolo.
Well deserved.
Fair play to them. Yeah,
well deserved.
fair play to them.
especially after all the defence they've just endured. Goal line defence, hard work on their goal line there, defending, keeping Waikato out for those couple of repeat sets and the dropouts that they had. So they've worked their way down the field and earned themselves a try.
So Kyrus Booth, the 2 kicks he's nailed in the game have been from this angle, wide out on the right-hand side. So this will take him 12 points clear, just a couple more points of insurance. It's going to be the reward here for Booth if they can nail this. Waikato will need to score 2 converted tries just to tie it. Now, Waikato can win it with 2 converted tries, but scoring those tries is not going to be easy. They've only got 4.5 minutes to do it. So Robeck with 2 tries, Felice and now Siolo. Try scorers for the South Island Walk and Whitiora. Waikato, despite all that pressure that we saw on the South Island line, have not scored in the second half, but they have got over the line twice. And frankly, have been a bit unlucky not to score those 2 tries. Well, now the South Island here, Crystal, if they get to their, just manage this game a little bit, get to their kicks now, it should be enough for them to claim victory.
Yeah, definitely. Just hold the ball, complete their set, get a good defensive set on.
No risks though. It's Malamo driven back. There's Chaplin, good bust from Chaplin, and the offload's good too. Oh, away goes Neil, look out! Bishop Neil. Oh, Neil, great tackle from Cribb to bring Bishop Neil down to the turf. Here comes Hauraki Kao. Hauraki Kao! Is that Dylan Watani-Zalesniak out there?
Some flying locks out there, Glenn.
Well, that is victory now for the South Island. Wonderful score there for Bryce Hauraki Kao. Strong finish from him. And that's a great try. All set up by the offload of Bishop Neil beforehand.
Yeah, you spoke about Bishop Neil earlier on in the game with the Warriors. You can see why he's such a powerful runner. Big credit to him in that try. But a great finish there by Hauraki Kao.
Well, I've got to give the props too to the South Island centres in this game, Felice and Siolo. They've both been outstanding, creating opportunities. You know, Siolo created the second try for Robeck, scored one himself, and now it's on the other side, Felice, who set that up for Bishop Neil. Brilliantly done. So Booth now. To seal it for the South Island. Geez, some good prospects coming through the South at the moment. There really is, as Booth ices that one with his 3rd goal of the game. 26 points to 10. It was 10 all at half time in this game. South Island just too good.
So good. I've been really impressed by Savia in that hooking role. His ball distribution has been really good. Even his defensive efforts. Been doing a lot of work on defense in the middle and just controlling the ruck really well in this game.
Yeah, Isaiah Savia, not the smallest number 9.
No, he's not.
And I was having a chat to someone in the South Island who's well connected in rugby league systems and reckons he might outgrow that hooking position soon.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But you're right, he's had an excellent all-round game. And now we get Nicholas out there too, number 15. He's another very good dummy half, Crystal, who's out there for a couple of minutes of action here. Younger brother of Ryan Nicholas, who used to play for the Highlanders. And here comes Booth. Here's Kyrus Booth. looking to cause some havoc, but that will be enough for the South Island. They will be the 16s champions for 2023, and rightly so. They've gone through the tournament undefeated, and they've won all their games by good margins as well. And fair play to them. They've played really well all the way through, and they win it by 26 points to 10. Well, it's a gallant Waikato performance as well. We've got to give them some acknowledgement as well, but that South Island team, there's some very fine prospects in that lineup.
Oh, some very fine prospects. Outstanding game from the South Island side. Thought they showed some really, really good shape at times and good defensive efforts. They wrestle, and they were just a great all-round team. They look like, a team that's been together for quite some time, Glenn. You can sort of see the combinations that they have amongst their team, and it just reflected through their game, just the cohesion that they had right across the park, really. So credit to the South Island team, and congratulations to them.
Well, they scored 5 tries in the game. Robeck got 2, Felice, Siolo, and Horaki Carl, the other one. 3 goals to Kairos Booth. Wonderful spirit in that South Island team. And yes, the majority of players are from Canterbury, but really cool to see some Southlanders and some Otago players in there as well. And exciting for the Warriors too, with connections already built there with 3 or 4 players in that team. Including the number 13, Lennox Tuiloma, Bishop Neal, the number 12, and Palamo, number 11. I tell you what, some NRL scouts and agents are here as well. They'll be looking at a few others, I reckon, in that South Island team as well. Including those centres who we mentioned before, Siolo and Felice. They look really good as well. And what about this Waikato team? Well, they scored 2 tries in the game. Walker, that was a sensational try. Whitiora in the first half. They did brilliantly to come back from 10-0 down, Crystal, initially. Yeah,
they did. I thought Waikato were very clever in their way of footy, and like we were talking about earlier, those early kicks, like they knew what they were trying to do, and they worked hard at that. Got some very good individuals as well, and they're obviously well coached as well. Jaden Paco's done a good job with them. Jaden's obviously been around rugby league a while, and his daughter's over at the Parramatta side, so he knows his footy, and he's done well with this Waikato team to bring them to the finals. Well,
they had a much tougher draw too, Waikato. They had to play Counties, Auckland and Akarana, and they beat 2 of them. They beat Counties and Akarana, only lost to the Vulcans by 2 points, and South Island didn't play any of those Auckland teams on their way through to the finals, so there's some very fine players in that Waikato team as well. And I've got a shout out to Timo Utiaro, the number 8. He just never stopped the whole game.
Oh, he was outstanding that game. Been close to player of the game for myself anyway. Just the amount of work that he put in, the amount of hit-ups he did, and the minutes he played for a front rower. He was exceptional today.
So we're standing by for the presentation. Just before we go to that, let's have a look at some highlights of the game for you. And we had 5 tries in the game. Here's the first one to Robeck on this right edge, and well-executed try. Final pass thrown there by Palamo. Savia again, playing well at dummy half.
Yeah, there's a good ball there from Palamo there off to Robeck. And this one here from Te Pakeke Kakoe, beautiful ball to Felice to score there on that left edge, that beautiful face ball that he threw. And a beautiful line there run by Felice too to score that try under 3 defenders.
Well, this one I reckon was the try of the game. Brilliant finishing by Walker here, as we saw a 60-metre breakout there from Waikato. And that came from nothing. They never really threatened to do anything like that in the game up till that point.
Oh, no, not at all. And that was a beautiful offload too. Looked like he could have been tackled out, but got the left arm around for him to offload get the ball away. This was a beautiful try too. Beautiful pop out from Paranihi to Whitiora to score Waikato's try there. Beautiful team effort.
That came just before half-time. Locked the scores up at 10-all. Whitiora going over, another player that the Warriors have got in their pathway system. But in the second half, after a concerted period where they defended on their goal line, held up twice, the Waikato team, South Island broke out and Robeck got a second. Beautiful pass there from Siolo.
Yes, beautiful pass from dummy half too. That was quite a wide pass to get out there. But yes, Siolo here carried a defender with him, managed to get that offload away, and a beautiful try to Robeck.
And here is the last try, Horaki Carl. That was just the tail of it. Saw a big break up field created for Bishop Neal prior to Horaki Carl going over to finish it off. And that one sealed the victory for the South Island Scorpions. 26-10 the final score. So we're standing by for the presentation now. We're going to get two teams named as well.
E te ti e te tā, nau mai, whakatau mai rā, ki roto I te waka o Aotearoa. Whakatau mai rā, ki te moana e kia nei ko Rotorua nui a kahu mata momoi. Piki mai, kake mai, whakatau mai rā. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the post-match presentation for the Under-16s National Youth Tournament. Congratulations to both teams for an incredible and a wonderful tournament. Can we have a round of applause for Waikato South Island Scorpions? And of course acknowledge all the rest of our under-16s grade that took place in this year's competition. A big thank you to our major sponsors, Sky Sports, Mainstream, Pertec and BLK for their unwavering support. You've given growth to grassroots, communities, teams and players throughout the game. At this time I'd like to call forward the NZRL Match Manager Coordinator, Pat McCarthy, alongside the NZRL National Game Development Officer and Boys National Youth Selector Convener Ray Hubbard, alongside Phil Gordon, the Under-16s Aotearoa Whaanui Coach for 2023. We start off our presentation with the Kiwiway team of the tournament, presented by Pat McCarthy. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. The Kiwiway team of the tournament. This team was identified for representing the values of the Kiwiway: commitment, hard work, passion and integrity. Put your hands together for the Waikato Under-16s team. If we can have a representative from Waikato come forward to collect the trophy for the Kiwiway team of the tournament. And at this time, I'd like to announce the trainer of the tournament for the Under-16s grade. Presenting this medal is Ray Hubbard. Your trainer of the tournament from the South Island Scorpions, Andy Clark. And now your manager of the tournament, presented by Pat McCarthy. Pat was the organiser for the match managers who coordinate, who communicate with all our team managers. But your manager of the tournament for the Under-16s grade for 2023, from the South Island Scorpions, Lee-Ann Salvea. Your coach of the tournament, from the South Island Scorpions, Manu Clarkson. Your next award is for the Pertec Emerging Talent from the under-16s grade. From the Mid-Central Vipers, Tevira Kilisamisi Ioane. We now turn our attention to the under-16s grade final, starting with the final's most valuable player. From the South Island Scorpions, number 3, Ezekiel Hammond-Siolo. At this time, I'd like to call on the captains from Waikato to come forward and share a few words as the rest of the team follow to collect their medals today. Once again, round of applause, runners-up for 2023, Waikato!
Yeah, just on behalf of the boys, shot Scorpions for the main ass game. He's outplayed us today, but yeah. And to the Waikato boys, just keep your head up high, brothers. We didn't mean to make it this far. Yeah. To our coaches, Jaden, thank you, and Ellie, and to our trainers too, and especially to you, Melissa, for organising behind the scenes and stuff. Thank you.
So South Island Scorpions for giving us a mean run. He's played well, and he's deserved it. He's worked harder than us. And for our boys, they're pretty mean boys. Came here being the underdogs. No one thought we would make finals or even semis. Everyone thought we were going to get our asses handed to us like the first game against Counties. So yeah, I just want to thank the coaches, managers, and everyone who helped us along our journey. Thank you.
Your runners-up for 2023. Once again, round of applause, Waikato! Thank you, gentlemen. Well done, Frank. At this time, I'd like to call on the captain of the South Island Scorpions, Rico Lamali, to come forward and share a few words as the rest of the team come forward as well to collect their winners' medals.
Just like to thank Waikato for coming out today. It's a hard game for us, and yeah, thank you, boys. To NZRL, thank you for organising this tournament. It was really well organised, and yeah, thank you. And to our coaching staff, thank you for giving us this good structure, and the boys for executing that. And yeah, full credit to the boys. Thank you.
I'll run it to you. You've got to get the trophy. Get the trophy and then go in the middle. I'm going to ask you to get up trophy. Trophy. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to call on Ray Hubbard to present the team, the winners of the Under-16s National Boys Youth Tournament. Put your hands together for the South Island Scorpions!
Craig, we've got honour guard for the 18. Well done, congratulations.
At this time, we like to announce the Auckland side, and if I can call forward Thane Ashford to be present for this announcement. This Auckland 16s team will take on the next team that we name, which is the Aotearoa Whaanui team. Your Auckland Under-16 boys. From the Auckland Vulcans, number 1, EJ Mahudalamia. Number 2, from the Akarana Falcons, Samuel Clark. Number 3, from the Akarana Falcons, Torbe Movis. Number 4, from the County Stingray, Peter Fa'aleanga. Number 5, from the Auckland Vulcans, Lucas Adams. Number 6, from the Auckland Vulcans, Ashton Denton Woodhouse. Number 7, from the Counties Manukau Stingrays, Trayvon Dave. Number 8, from the Counties Manukau Stingrays, Philip Lavakayaho. Number 9, from the Akarana Falcons, Carwin Patterson. Number 10, from the Counties Stingrays, Hudson Frost. Number 11, from the Auckland Vulcans, Charleston Terore. Number 12, from the Counties Manukau Stingrays, Stephen Moala. Number 13, from the Akarana Falcons, Desmond Laban. Number 14, from the Akarana Falcons, Zion Satani. Number 15, from the Counties Manukau Stingrays, Homer Fortu. Number 16, from the Counties Manukau Stingrays, Gordon Afoa. Number 17, Auckland Vulcans, Caesar Sun. Number 18, from the Auckland Vulcans, George Kite. Number 19, rounding up your Auckland Under-16 boys, from the Counties Manukau Stingrays, Militoni Sikuvea. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we turn our attention to the Aotearoa Whaanui team. This team takes on the Auckland Under-16 boys Labour Weekend Monday. If you're a name, can you please come forward? Number 1. Now I'd call on our coach for the Aotearoa Whaanui side, Phil Gordon, to present our medals and our acknowledgements to our team. Number 1, Waikato, Kaya Crib. Number 2, South Island Scorpions, Kairos Booth. Number 3, from the South Island Scorpions, Ezekiel Hamansiolo. Number 4, from Waikato, Fine Fale. Number 5, from the Bay of Plenty, Tavira Pomale. Number 6, from Wellington Orcas, Lorenz Macau Strickland Rere. Number 7 from the South Island Scorpions, De La Hoya Te Pakeke Kakoi. Number 8 from Waikato, Timo Aotearoa. Number 9 from Waikato, Tūrama Paranihi. Number 10 from the South Island Scorpions, Torino Jackson. Number 11 from the South Island Scorpions, PJ Palaomore. Number 12 from the South Island Scorpions, Bishop Neal. Number 13 from Waikato, Romana Whitiora. Number 14 from the South Island Scorpions, Isaiah Savea. Number 15 from the South Island Scorpions, Maika Sula. Number 16 from Waikato, Huri Te Taha Balo. Number 17 from Wellington Orcas, Shea Taitua. Number 18 from South Island Scorpions, Rico Lemali. Rounding up your squad, number 19, Azanea Robag. Once again, put your hands together, the under-16s, Aotearoa Whaanui team. And our final award, the mainstream tournament most valuable player. From Waikato, Fine Fale! Ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up our post-match presentation for the under-16s grade. Your winners in taking it out, South Island Scorpions, and of course, your Aotearoa Whaanui under-16s team. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, huri, noa, tihei mauri ora. If the Auckland side can meet over at the selectors booth, the Auckland under-16s, if you can meet